Hello, my friends. Happy Memorial Day.
Hola!
It's our last day here in Santa Ynez, and we've had the most magical time. I can't wait to share with you all our more than weekend vlog of our time here. I hope you are having a wonderful Memorial Day. I am enjoying some coffee, and I got a lot of tea to spill with all of you. Having a nice leisurely morning here before we head back to Los Angeles. And if you are watching this, I am going to use you and abuse you. No, I'm not going to abuse you unless you want me to. But I have a captive audience, and I want to ask, please, 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 if you're not following me yet on Instagram, follow your boy on Instagram at the Perez Hilton for me personally and my family, and follow at Perez Hilton for the website and for more timely, newsy stuff there, okay? So, y'all know I like to be honest. It's what my whole brand is about. And I don't know this for a fact. So I'm just sharing the whispers, okay? What is being chatted about. Maybe you guys know more than me. There are rumors running rampant on YouTube that Jeffree Star is paying drama channels to talk favorably about him and not talk favorably about those he dislikes. Would I expect that from Jeffree Star? Would I put that past Jeffree Star? I don't even need to mention the answers to either of those because you all know what I think about Jeffree Star. But is that even a good use of money? Like, I could care less what drama channels say about me, so long as they're talking about me. So the only reason I would be paying drama channels if I was Jeffree Star is if they weren't talking about me. But they already are, so why pay them money to skew the coverage? He's been around the block many times, and I gotta stop using that expression because I talked about that expression, mentioned it yesterday, when talking about Kim Kardashian. But whatevs, he's got money to burn these days, and he's doing with it as he sees fit. From Jeffree Star, Charles to... brain fart. It's so early today, I wanted to get this out before I left. From Jeffree Star to James Charles. Let me drink some more coffee. From Jeffree Star to James Charles. Sister canceled. Sister tour is not happening. The Sisters tour that James Charles was supposed to have in just a couple of weeks. It was going to launch, but he has canceled it. And I think this is a great move because it was going to suck, okay? Even though it was pretty much sold out, he had barely spent any time on it. And I don't know if you guys know this, but he made a video and he didn't talk about what I'm going to tell you in his video, which is that in Australia, James Charles put on a show and it sucked. Look at video from that show. It more than sucked. It was embarrassing. And if James Charles put on a show of that caliber in America, in venues that are 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 seats, it would have been so damaging to his career. Even if it was his hardcore fans. If I saw one of my favorites in concert and I spent so much money and I didn't think I got my money's worth, I would be pissed. I may still watch their videos, but I would never go see them again in concert or in person. And I think he needs to just reconceptualize what he had planned. Because did people really want to go see him live? I think they just wanted a photo. Like maybe he should just do meetups, like paid meetups. Instead of a show, just do paid meetups and have a brand pay for it. Like Mac or whomever, Sephora. Charge tickets, do the meet and greets, do all of that. Just do it at these stores. Don't do it at these large venues. And save yourself the production costs and all of these other elements that you'd have to create in order to put on a show. Because is James Charles a live performer? Is he going to bring it on stage like Perez Hilton would? No, I am a trained actor. I got my degree in drama from NYU's Tisch School of the Arts. That's why nobody can bring you the drama like me. I'm a dork. All right, let's move on because I have plenty of other things to talk about besides James Charles and Jeffree Star. I need to talk about this whole Jamil thing on fat phobia and slim privilege. Seriously, fat phobia and slim privilege. Jamil is a star of a sitcom on NBC, The Good Place. And she's been very she's been very smart and has gotten some great opportunities and is doing other things outside of that. She also dates British musician James Blake, and she's British herself. Just trying to give you some context about who she is. I think for the most part, she's really smart and doing a lot of good. She's gotten a lot of attention over the last 6 to 8 months, I'd say, for her campaign against these detox teas, which I love the concept of it. But like I said, I'm so transparent. If the detox tea people gave me money, I would promote it. Why? Well, because I've done detox cleanses before and they've worked for me. I've used them properly as they should be and not misused them. You could promote anything and people can misuse it. And is that on me? No. Anyways, she now has launched an online platform about radical inclusivity, which I think is awesome. I even love that term because it makes people feel uncomfortable. However, while I love radical inclusivity, I don't even know, but it almost feels like she's trying to push people to be progressive. Whereas I want to inspire people to be this or that or the other. The word push just, I don't ever want to push anybody because I also value people too much and respect them, and I don't consider people sheep. And there's one thing about JamelAKAJamal that rubs me the wrong way, which is she gives off this sense to me of looking down upon people. Now, listen, I said yesterday, I think I'm right all the time. My way is the right way, even though I'm only sort of joking and clearly not everybody's going to agree with me about everything, but I don't look down on anybody. I even understand and agree with a lot of the rationale that people used to vote for Donald Trump. I don't need to be friends with them. I don't even need to build a bridge. I'm not a politician, okay? I'm not going to build the wall either. I'm just going to put up a flag, okay? Does that make sense? I'm putting up a flag. This is me. I'm not building a bridge. If the Trumpers want to come to my flag and my fierceness, then great, but I'm not putting up a wall either. And the whole concept of slim privilege and fat phobia seems not as smart as I think JamelAKAJamal is. Because, first of all, there are plenty of slim, unhealthy people. Is that a privilege? No. There's also a lot of fat people who are fat by choice, whom, you know, I think I actually just said my point already. Not everybody that is slim is healthy, and not everybody who is slim gets benefits from that. You know, if you're so slim that everybody's saying, like, perfect example, Celine Dion. even my mom, I showed her the carpool karaoke and she said some not positive things about Celine Dion, whom I love, okay? I think what JamelAKAJamal is trying to get at is just body acceptance. I even like that word. Well, I don't even know if that's possible. I would just say body sensitivity. Body sensitivity. Actually, I like that term better than body acceptance or body positivity. Because am I accepting of my body? Always? No. Am I positive about my body? Always? No. And I've been, unlike JamelAKAJamal, whom I don't know if she was ever extremely overweight, I've been extremely overweight and I have not been extremely overweight. And I gain and I lose. And even just this year, you all saw I gained a ton of weight. And I like that word body sensitivity because it's about being aware and in touch with your feelings about it and being mindful of others. That's why I do champion PC culture, because the opposite of PC culture is a world full of Donald Trumps, and I don't want that. No. Or a world full of Boris Johnsons. The UK, my heart goes out to you with your whole Brexit drama and Theresa May leaving. As always, you guys, I will have links down below so you could read, see, or hear more. Except for that JamelAKAJamal thing. I haven't talked about it on the website, but I may talk about it on an upcoming podcast episode because that's not really time sensitive. And I'm going to start doing podcasts twice a week. And we're going to experiment with it and see how it goes and do things differently on the second podcast and figuring it all out, okay? An update on a story that I've been following for you guys. Moby is apologizing to Natalie Portman because of all of the drama that happened between the two of them and her denying that they dated and him talking about her in his book. He says, quote, "As some time has passed, I've realized that many of the criticisms leveled at me regarding my inclusion of Natalie in Then It Fell Apart are very valid. I fully recognize that it was truly inconsiderate of me to not let her know about her inclusion in the book beforehand. Blah, blah, blah. I have a lot of admiration for Natalie. Blah, blah, blah. Respect her reaction. Blah, blah, blah. I hate that I may have caused her and her family distress. Blah, blah, blah." And he goes on to say, "I apologize to Natalie as well as the other people I wrote about in Then It Fell Apart without telling them beforehand." And I love how many times he mentioned the name of his book. He's sorry, but he's also winning. He's also selling more books. Congratulations, Moby. You guys, speaking of music and speaking of the UK, which I just mentioned, Miley Cyrus performed at the BBC's Big Radio 1 Weekend Festival this weekend. She did 3 new songs, and they all sucked. I was so excited for this new Miley era, and now I'm not. Miley has lost it. At least we'll always have the Bangers album, peak Miley, and there was still a lot of great Miley before that too. I love The Climb and Party in the USA, of course. But Miley's Bangers era and tour was peak Miley. Just like Madonna Blonde Ambition was peak Madonna. In more music-related news, over the weekend, Meek Mill was denied entry from the Cosmo Hotel in Las Vegas. And the security person there, I think it was even the head of security, refused to let him in and said if he tried to go in, he would be arrested. And he just wanted to go to a DJ Mustard concert. So the question is, does the Cosmo Hotel, do they owe Meek Mill an official explanation as to why he's not allowed at the hotel? Nicki Minaj's ex says that he was only ever there once before without incident. I think that they don't owe him an explanation, but it would be nice to give him one. And also, just a reminder The guy is a criminal. He has served serious jail time. And that could be reason enough for the Cosmo not to want him there. It's not like he's never committed a crime before. You know, they reserve the right to refuse anybody for any reason. If Joe Giudice, once he's out of jail and still here before he gets deported, if he doesn't get deported, if the Cosmo wants to reject him, they could. But it would be nice to give an explanation. All right, 2 more things before I let you go to enjoy your barbecues. First, a friend of mine texted me this and I totally disagreed with him. The daughter of Martin Scorsese is having a hard time right now. Catherine, her Brooklyn apartment got flooded. So one of her stepsisters created a GoFundMe for her. She's trying to raise $30,000, which will cover her down payment for her insurance, or her deductible, sorry. And also room and board for all of her pets. She's got like 8 pets or something like that, crazy. Which, that many pets in an apartment? Anyways, so many people were saying, oh, her dad should have paid for it or this or that or the other. Okay, yes, I think the dad should have paid for it, but I don't think that the woman deserves any negative feedback, any ill will towards her. If anything, the negative feedback should be towards the dad. Oscar nominee and possible winner, probably won, Martin Scorsese, the director. I like that the daughter's first response wasn't to ask dad for money. She said that she's not some trust fund baby. And hello, nobody's forcing anybody to donate money to Catherine Scorsese. And that GoFundMe is probably going to just friends and family and strangers and who knows. I saw no problem with that. And finally, let's end things on a positive note today. Because yesterday I had some not so pleasant thoughts about Taylor Swift not being great live recently. Taylor and her boyfriend, Joe Alwyn, are still together and going strong. They were just spotted going out for a stroll in Paris, and they were taking photos of each other, and how lovely and how romantic, and I love you, and I send you romance and just appreciation. If you enjoyed this video, my friends, after you subscribe, after you follow me and or the website, but preferably both on Instagram, hit the like button, leave a comment, follow, subscribe, share. Mwah! Adios!